Hey, Robert Hart, why are you not here? Lunch break is already over.
Hello, Mr. Keller.
You dare to reply with a hello? Do you know what time it is now? I wonder what you're doing skipping work.
I applied for a leave this afternoon.
What?
I already left work.
Huh? You think you're good enough to leave early?
No, I applied for this early leave a month ago.
Okay, so good at coming up with excuses, huh? How brave of you to brag about your happiness.
I'm not bragging.
Don't think you're better than me just because you're getting married.
I'm not thinking like that.
Gosh, so annoying.
Excuse me, sir. Can you choose your words wisely?
What?
You might be my boss, but there are things you're not supposed to say. My company has already allowed me to take an early leave. I've also finished all my work assigned to me to prevent any delays. I don't understand why you have to complain.
Huh? Wow, look at how rude you're talking to me.
I know that I'm being rude, but considering the era we're living in, people might consider it harassment if you use harsh words towards other employees. I recommend you be more careful. I'm sorry to say this in the middle of a conversation, but I'm in a rush, so I'll go offline now.
Huh. I'll let you off the hook.
Minutes late, I got on the bus that came after the one I was planning to go on, but I'm on my way to the wedding hall.
Okay, got it. You'll be on time for our meeting with our wedding planner, so don't worry.
I'm really sorry. My boss suddenly messaged me when I got off the train. I can't walk and text back, so I stopped to text, and then I missed my bus.
Oh, is it from your boss you always talk about?
Yep, he's the one. My leave for this afternoon was approved already, but he complained to me.
Oh, he's jealous.
You think so?
Yep, think about it. His wife divorced him because he spent too much on a hostess. Then at the same time, you announced at your office that you were getting married. He literally stomped his foot in frustration, probably.
Oh.
I wonder why someone like him is the department head.
Actually, he's pretty good at his job.
Really? Well, we didn't do anything wrong, so we shouldn't worry much.
Yup, of course. Oh, I'm about to arrive at the bus stop where I'm supposed to get off.
Okay, I'll be waiting near the entrance.
What is it?
I saw the invitation for your wedding you gave out at the office today. But is your fiancée named Jane?
Oh, yes.
I remember you saying that she was from Wyoming.
That's right.
Okay.
What about it?
Nothing really. I just thought it was a good name.
Okay.
Well, I'll of course attend your wedding as your boss. You better welcome me properly on the day.
But what happened? I heard you already put on your wedding dress, so I bet you didn't go too far. Jane?
Art?
Oh, boss, I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now. If you have anything, I'm sorry, but I'll get back to you again later.
No, you don't have to. I know why you're busy right now. Your bride ran away from the hall in her wedding dress.
Huh? Why do you know that?
The bride is right next to me now.
What?
I was waiting for this chance. The bride is mine.
What do you mean?
I never told you this, but Jane is mine.
Huh? What are you saying? I'm sure you and Jane don't know each other.
Nope, we loved each other behind your back.
It really doesn't make sense.
Then let me tell you the definite truth. The baby Jane is pregnant with is mine.
Huh? Pregnant?
You know what? Girls are scary. Her face is so different from the time she was wearing heavy makeup when she worked as a hostess.
Hostess?
She was uglier than I thought, but she's pregnant with my baby, so she's mine. Jane looks like she wanted to marry you in your 20s rather than a guy who was in his 40s like me, but I guess it's not as easy as it seems. My ex-wife was infertile, and during the 12 years of marriage, she never got pregnant. My mom can finally see her grandchild. Well, I'll have to punish Jane for trying to dump me and my mom. I'll have her move in with my parents starting tomorrow and adore her lots.
Boss, I don't think she's my fiancée.
Huh?
Jane just came back.
What?
She forgot something in the car, so she went to the parking lot in her wedding dress, but she got lost on her way back because she didn't know where the back room was. And it looks like she'd been lost in the wedding venue all along. The staff found her and showed her the way back.
Oh, wait, what are you saying?
First of all, Jane is not pregnant.
No way! You said your fiancée's name was Jane and she's from Wyoming. Jane told me so.
I bet she coincidentally had the same name and was from the same state.
But Jane is right next to me now.
Boss, where are you now?
I'm back at my apartment.
Actually, there was another couple who was having their wedding today at the same venue, but the bride is missing and she's pregnant.
What?
Don't tell me.
Wait a minute. There was another wedding going on?
Yes. Today there were two couples having a wedding, Jane and I and another couple.
Then the bride who's next to me?
Ask her name and her job.
Her name is Jennifer. She works as a public officer.
Then I guess you misunderstood her for someone else.
But she looked exactly like Jane from the back and has the same aura.
I guess they just looked similar to each other.
No way. I just wanted to make Jane my bride. Hey, a police car is in front of my apartment for some reason.
Yep, one of the bride's relatives called the police on you.
What the hell?
Of course they will, because you kidnapped someone. I think you should just follow what they tell you.
Robert, how's it going with your boss?
Oh, things are calming down. I'm sorry about all the trouble.
Well, it was a bit troublesome, but we did manage to have a smooth wedding, although it started a bit late. I feel so sorry for the bride who got mistaken as Jane, the hostess.
Yeah, me too. By the way, my colleague showed me a photo of Jane, the hostess.
Your colleague had a photo?
He said he took a photo when the boss took him to a club. She did have a similar aura as the bride who was mistaken for her. Her face was also similar. You might question that she'd look that way with a different kind of makeup on her. In the end, she was just a stranger who looked like her.
Oh, I see.
I heard that the wedding they had to cancel that day was rescheduled.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Amy, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, Brian, what's wrong?
I couldn't find the $500 I kept in the pocket of my working bag.
Huh? $500?
Remember, my cousin's wife gave birth. I was planning to meet him tomorrow, so I wanted to buy him a celebration gift, and I withdrew the money from my bank account. I kept the money inside a bank envelope.
Why are you asking me?
You always take the bag from me and hand it to me at the door when I come home and leave. I wanted to ask if you realized something weird.
I don't know.
I see.
So, what did you do about your celebration gift?
I had no other choice, so I used my credit card. I'll look for my $500 when I get home today.
Okay, I'll let you know if I find anything.
Thanks.
Dad, can I talk to you now?
Hey, Eileen, I'm on a break now so we can talk. I thought you were having class, though.
Class ended early because the professor had plans.
I see. Good job today. And what do you want to talk to me about?
I honestly don't think I should be asking you this, but do you know where my $300 went?
$300?
I just received my pay from my part-time job. I withdrew $700 from the bank yesterday on my way home, and I remember putting the money in my wallet, but when I checked, it was just $400.
Maybe you left it somewhere?
I don't think so. After I withdrew it, I never opened my wallet until I did so a while ago.
I see. I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Okay.
Did you ask your mom?
Yeah, she said she didn't know.
I see.
You said you lost your $500 too the other day, right?
Yep, I still have no idea where it went.
Actually, this isn't the first time this happened.
Really?
Something similar happened last month and the month before. I didn't want to be suspicious of the people around me, so I couldn't tell you about it.
Oh, no. If it was just about me, I have no proof that someone stole it, so I was debating whether to take action or not. But if your money also keeps disappearing, we have to come up with a way to deal with it quick.
Hey, Dad.
What is it?
I don't want to say this. I think Mom is suspicious.
Huh? Why?
I think you don't know about this because you're not at home during the day, but I've seen Mom receive several reminder letters to pay back money.
Reminder letters?
Aren't those sent to tell people that it's past their payment deadline, so they have to pay them back as soon as possible?
You're right.
I don't know how much debt she's in, but if she's the culprit of stealing money...
If she's stealing money from her own daughter, she's definitely in desperate need of money.
But I don't have solid proof of that, so this is just my theory.
Right, we need proof either way. Can you give me some time?
Yep, sure thing. If there's anything I can do, I'm willing to help.
Yeah, thanks.
Dad, my money disappeared again.
What?
I had $300 in my envelope, but $100 is still missing. How about you, Dad?
Wait a minute. I had $500 in my envelope, but now $300 is gone.
All of this happening when Mom is going on a trip.
It was like this last time as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't want to believe this is really happening.
I'm home right now, so I'll check the cameras we installed in our rooms.
Okay, do that for me. There's something I want to investigate, so I'll go check before going home.
Okay, got it. Dad, I got some new information from another source.
What is it?
Do you remember Jean?
Yeah, she goes to the same college as you. She's the respectful student who greeted me when I ran into her at the station the other day, right?
Yep, apparently. Jean takes some classes as a hobby, and Mom also takes the same class.
Really?
This is the important part. Mom invited James to have some tea with her a couple times after class, but Jean felt uncomfortable because she keeps on giving him expensive presents.
Expensive presents?
And it's not just once. She's been doing it many times these past few months.
What the hell?
Oh, but Jean never accepted them. Jean's been refusing them, saying there's no reason to accept them.
What did she try to give Jean?
The gifts are wrapped, so Jean isn't sure what she bought, but the wrappers are clearly from luxury brands, so Jean thinks they're very expensive.
I see.
And about where these gifts ended up?
Oh yeah, what happened to them? If she refused, she either returned them or hid them somewhere?
Yeah, and I kind of realized where she hid them, so I went to check the storage in our garden. Voila, I was right.
I see. We only open it like once a year, so it's one of the best places to hide the gifts she refused to accept.
She hid the receipts with the gifts, so I collected them as well.
Great.
But what does Mom want to do? She won't be gifting luxury brands just because she grew close to Jean through her classes.
Right. But I think we have enough proof now to ask her. My boss said I can leave early today, so I'll be on my way home soon.
Okay.
Amy, I'm sorry to disturb you when you're out, but can we talk for a moment?
Huh? Brian? I thought you were still at work.
I have something urgent to ask you about.
What?
I think the deadline for the payment of Eileen's tuition is coming up. Have you transferred the money already?
Oh, about that. Oh, sorry, I'll do it next time. I accidentally forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot to go to the bank.
Do you think you can transfer the money today?
I'm outside right now and I haven't brought my bank card with me. I don't think I can transfer it today.
I know. You don't have any money left in your account.
Huh?
Hey, you think we don't know about it?
Huh? About what?
You know Gene, right? The boy from Eileen's college?
Huh?
You went into a lot of debt to buy things for Gene, and you even withdrew all the money in our bank account that was meant for Eileen's tuition, and it's all gone now!
Where's the proof?
We were collecting all the proof.
Huh?
Eileen and my money has been going missing, and I know you're the culprit. We also know that you hid all the branded goods which you tried to give Gene in our storage.
No way.
What are you trying to do? What's the reason for using up all your daughter's tuition and going into debt to give things to Gene?
Because I fell in love with Gene.
What are you saying?
He clearly feels the same way about me, too. We've gone to dinner several times together, and I think we're so close to becoming a couple.
He doesn't even accept your gifts.
That's because he's humble and sincere. If we officially start dating, I know he'll accept them. That's why I kept all of them in the storage.
You...
I guess I have to make up my mind now. Please divorce me. I'm gonna live a life of love with Gene.
Let me ask you something. You're aware that Gene is your own daughter's friend, right?
Yes, of course.
Then you know that he's more than 20 years younger than you.
I know. At first I was worried if he'd go out with a middle-aged woman like me, but he gladly went to have dinner with me. And most importantly, we have the same hobbies. We love each other dearly, and we don't care about our age gap.
Okay, then. Do you know that Gene is actually a girl?
Huh? A girl?
I know Gene because Eileen introduced me to her. She's tall and bulky because she does judo. To be honest, when I first saw her walking with Eileen, to my embarrassment, I panicked because I ran into my daughter on a date. She forgave me with a smile, saying people often mistook her as a man.
No way. Gene is a girl?
Why would I lie? First of all, I thought the cooking class you and Gene are taking is only for women.
Huh? Oh my gosh, no way.
But you thought she was a guy, fell in love, and followed her around. You still couldn't get enough after going into debt, so you started using up your daughter's tuition and stole money from your own family.
No way, Jean is...
Oh, to make it clear, Jean is heterosexual, and she actually has a boyfriend already.
No way. Then what I've been doing was...
A huge misunderstanding, too much assumptions going out of control, and everything was meaningless. You get it?
No way.
So, I'm divorcing you.
Why?
Of course I am. It might have been a result of a misunderstanding, but you're in debt, you used up our daughter's tuition, and even stole money from us. You think I can continue living with someone like you?
Wait a minute, if you divorce me, how am I going to pay all my debts back?
You're worried about that even in this situation?
Because...
I think we have different focuses on this matter. Let's have a lawyer join us next time we talk.
Huh?
Go back to your parents' house. I've already contacted your father, and I'm gonna sell all the branded goods to pay for Eileen's tuition.
Wait a minute!
None of my business.
Brian?
Goodbye. An hour later, I received a message from her father saying she came to visit them. I bet she was so shocked to find out about Jean's gender and my decision to divorce her. Her father told me that she's in a state of shock, staring at the ceiling, sitting on the ground powerlessly. The total of her debt and the amount she used up from my daughter's tuition was $40,000. I hired a lawyer and officially got a divorce. My wife was whining that she wouldn't be able to get any help to pay her debt back if she got a divorce. But her father got mad at her, saying that she should pay them back alone because she was the reason for the debt. And she finally understood what kind of situation she was in. Even her parents kicked her out, so now she works hard day and night to pay back all the money.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Let's go out tomorrow. Meet me at the station at 10, okay? And make sure to dress up well this time. Wait a second, Kiana. You can't just decide that on your own. Oh, come on. You always show up anyway. Or do you actually have plans this time? No, I don't have plans, but I've been thinking. I always felt like I was forcing myself to go along. And it's not just the two of us, right? Your friends will be there again. It's always different people, and honestly, having a bunch of guys there too makes it uncomfortable for me. I don't think it's that big of a deal, though. Maybe not for you, since they're your friends, but for me, I'd rather sit this one out. I think you'd probably have more fun without me there anyway. That's not true. Besides, you make things more fun. Everyone laughs when you're around. That's just because you turned me into the joke, right? I hated that, you know. What? I take you out to have fun and you're upset over something like that? It's just a joke. Don't be so uptight. No, see, that's the thing. I don't need you to take me anywhere anymore. But we are friends, aren't we? We are. That's why I'm telling you this. You don't have to keep worrying about me. Why? I already told you why. If you're going to act like you're doing me a favor by inviting me, then I'd rather not be invited in the first place. Why would you say that? Huh? Why are you making such a big deal out of this? I've been explaining the whole time, haven't I? What a waste. I actually made a friend out of someone as gloomy as you. You should be grateful. It's not like anyone else would want to be friends with you. The least you could do is help me out a little. Let people laugh at you so I can look good in front of the guys. It's not like you have anything else going for you. Kiana, is that what you really thought? I know I'm not the most outgoing person, and I don't always talk easily with others, but that's no excuse for the way you're treating me. If you think being my friend is something you do as a favor, then that's not real friendship. What is this, a lecture? You're so annoying. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. So you really believe that? You know, Earlier you mentioned wanting to look good in front of the guys, but weren't you into Andrew? Did that change?
Of course not. You know how long I've been after him. I've been putting in effort. He's just so clueless, I swear.
Huh? You say you're focused on him, but you sure spend a lot of time worrying about other guys' attention too.
Well, duh. Everyone wants to be seen as attractive. Why do you sound like you're judging me? What, just because you're some loner, you think you're better than me?
So you don't care how girls see you? Because right now my opinion of you is sinking lower and lower.
Oh, please, like I care what you think. Girls are all fake with each other anyway. No point in trying too hard.
And I don't even get the fake version? That's how little I matter to you?
Well, maybe if you actually did what I said, things would be different. But you're barely above last place in my priorities, so if you start acting out, I have no reason to keep you around.
Huh.
You're gloomy, boring, not even cute, no style, no social skills. Of course you don't have many friends. And now, when I ask you for one tiny favor, you say no. Seriously, you're hopeless. I don't even know how you made it this far in life.
It's impressive, really, the way you can insult someone so effortlessly.
If you apologize now, I'll let it slide. I'll even keep inviting you out.
After everything you've just said, I don't think anyone would want to keep spending time with someone who talks like that.
Wait, you're really not going to apologize? Are you sure? If you don't, we won't be friends anymore.
Go ahead, do whatever you want. If you want to end it, that's fine with me. Actually, I'd be relieved.
What? Are you serious? You don't even feel bad about talking to me like this?
That's funny. Wouldn't that apply to you too?
Are you really okay with this? Once we're not friends, we won't hang out anymore. No more invites, no more anything.
Why do you sound like you're hesitating? You were the one who started all this.
I'm not hesitating. I'm just a good person, so I was worrying about you. You'd be all alone after all.
Good person? That's a funny way of putting it. Either way, don't bother. I don't need that kind of concern.
Well, you're really hopeless. No wonder nobody likes you.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I was never the kind of person who enjoyed hanging out in big groups like you do. We were never really compatible, and this just made it clear.
Whatever. Later, loser.
Oh, right. Well, since we're being honest, there's something I should tell you.
What?
Something I've been keeping from you. Since we're not friends anymore, I figured now's as good a time as any to say it.
Oh, come on, just spit it out already. You're dragging this out on purpose, aren't you?
All right. A little while ago, Andrew confessed to me. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. You're trying to mess with me, trying to get back at me for calling you out. That's cute. You really think I'd actually believe you? That you, of all people, got confessed to by Andrew? Do you take me for an idiot?
It's not a lie.
Oh, please. You're telling me that Andrew, my Andrew, confessed to you? You think I'm stupid enough to buy that? You, who's got zero appeal, zero presence, zero anything. Andrew's a guy who could have anyone. He could walk into a room, pick a girl at random, and she'd be 10 times better than you. He'd never pick someone like you. You're just trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you?
Believe whatever you want, but it happened.
No, it didn't. There is no universe where that happens. You're lying.
If you're so sure, why don't you ask him?
You're bluffing.
You know, it's funny. You've been using me as your little go-between, haven't you? Talking to him for you, dropping hints about you, trying to make sure he noticed you. And yet, it was me he confessed to. I didn't even do anything. I wasn't trying. And still, I'm the one he chose. Isn't that ironic?
No. That doesn't make any sense. I let you be around him because you weren't a threat. You were supposed to be useful, not... You were supposed to help me. You were supposed to talk to him, figure out what he likes, and tell me so I could use it. And now you're telling me that after all of that, after everything I did, he picked you?
I haven't even given him an answer yet.
Then say no.
What?
Say no right now. If you actually cared about me, you wouldn't even be hesitating.
It's not that simple.
Yes, it is. Just say no. You know how I feel about him. You know I've liked him forever. I have put in all this effort, all this time, and you think you can just take him from me?
I didn't take anything from you. You can't steal something that was never yours to begin with.
You
You were so confident, weren't you? So sure of yourself. You thought you had it all figured out, that he was already yours, that all you had to do was keep pushing, keep playing your little games, and eventually he'd just fall for you. But you never stopped to wonder, what if he never liked you in the first place? At first I thought maybe this would be easier if he just fell for you. Maybe that would solve everything. I even tried to push things in your favor. When he confessed, I dropped little hints about you, brought you up, but he already knew.
Knew what?
Everything. That I was only talking to him because you told me to, that you were trying to use me to get closer to him.
No, he didn't. You're lying.
You really think Andrew is that oblivious? That he didn't notice how forced everything felt? That he didn't see through your little scheme? So I asked him. What he really thought about you, and you know what he said?
What did he say?
I'm not into girls like her. I prefer someone more reserved. So you see, this whole time you thought you were playing a game, you thought you had control, but in the end it never even mattered.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how this was supposed to go. I was supposed to be with him. I was supposed to.
But you're not. And now I am done holding back. I accept his confession.
No.
Yes.
You can't.
I just did.
Why? Why would you do this to me?
Because we're not friends anymore, and I don't owe you anything. You spent years putting me down, mocking me, using me, belittling me. And now when I finally stand up for myself, now that I finally have something you want, you're acting like I'm the one who betrayed you. That's funny.
Shut up!
No, I think I've been quiet for long enough. I let you control me. I let you make me feel small. But I'm done. I am not your punching bag anymore.
You think this makes you better than me? You think you're winning?
I think I don't care anymore. Goodbye, Kiana.
No, come back here. You can't just leave. You can't just walk away from me. Hey!
And so, she and I ceased to be friends. After everything had happened, I decided to move forward with Andrew. I gave him my answer, agreeing to be with him. When I told him, his face lit up with a look of pure joy. He said, "I can't believe you actually like someone like me." And hearing that made me so happy. It was a rare moment of genuine emotion, and I could see just how much it meant to him. That simple exchange, his words, felt like a confirmation of all the feelings I had been holding on to for so long. It was like a burden had been lifted from me, and in that moment, everything felt right. The awkwardness of the past, the doubts, the fears, all of it faded away as I saw the sincerity in his eyes. There was no more uncertainty. We were finally in sync. At that moment, I realized just how much I wanted to make this work with him. Being together felt natural, like it was always meant to happen. It wasn't perfect, and I knew we would face challenges along the way, but I had a deep sense of peace with the decision I had made. The happiness I felt was something new, something I hadn't experienced in a long time. Andrew made me feel valued, loved, and for once completely accepted. It was a new beginning for both of us, and for the first time in a while, I was confident about the future. The uncertainty that had clouded my life for so long seemed distant now. Meanwhile, Kiana, who had once been such an important part of our group, didn't take the news well. She didn't accept the situation and certainly didn't take kindly to the fact that Andrew was now with me. Instead of moving on or finding happiness elsewhere, she decided to make things more difficult. She couldn't let go of him, and she began to take drastic, obsessive measures to get his attention. She started plotting ways to steal him away from me, going to great lengths to manipulate situations in her favor. Her behavior became more intense, and it soon escalated into something that went beyond normal jealousy. She started showing up uninvited, texting him incessantly, and even trying to be in places where she knew he would be, all in the hopes of rekindling their past connection. She had crossed a line, and it was clear to everyone around us that she was no longer acting rationally. Her obsession with Andrew led her to become more and more intrusive, and what had once been a somewhat annoying behavior became something darker and more troubling. Eventually, her actions reached a breaking point. What started as harmless attempts to get his attention turned into outright stalking. She would show up at his workplace, at places we frequently visited, and even outside of his home. It was clear that her obsession with him was spiraling out of control. Her behavior was no longer just about trying to win him back. It had become a full-blown fixation that she couldn't shake off. It wasn't long before the situation became so severe that Andrew had no choice but to involve the authorities. He couldn't ignore it any longer, and neither could I. We had tried to talk to her, to make her understand, but she wouldn't listen. She was too far gone into her delusion, and it wasn't just harming her. It was affecting us as well. Kiana had crossed a boundary, and her actions ultimately led her to a situation where the police had to step in. She was caught up in a situation that spiraled out of control, and it was no longer something we could handle privately. The law had to get involved, and from there, everything became even more complicated. She faced legal consequences for her behavior, and the whole town started to talk about what had happened. Her reputation, already tarnished by her behavior, only became worse after the police got involved. No one could ignore how far she had gone in her obsession with Andrew. It was an unfortunate turn of events, but there was nothing that could be done. Kiana had made her choices, and she was the one responsible for where it had led her. She had chosen to keep pursuing something that wasn't there anymore. She had let her jealousy, anger, and obsession take over her life to the point that it had completely consumed her. There was no turning back for her now, and no one could save her from the consequences of her actions. For me, however, it was a reminder of the importance of boundaries, of knowing when to walk away from something toxic, and of valuing what truly mattered. I didn't want to dwell on the mess Kiana had made for herself, but it was hard to ignore the fact that her obsession with Andrew had hurt both of us. What started as a friendship had now been completely overshadowed by her destructive behavior. Her inability to move on had not only destroyed our friendship, but also damaged her own life in the process.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Grace? No way, you're alive? Oh, seriously, didn't expect that. I figured the poverty finally got you.
Navy?
Yeah, it's me. Long time no talk, right? Honestly, I thought you just faded into obscurity or something. Didn't expect to see your name pop up in the group chat. Still makes me laugh. You were like the quietest mouse in the room back then.
I didn't think you'd even remember me.
Are you kidding? You were like a walking cautionary tale. No offense, but you looked like someone who had to beg for bus fare on a daily basis. Just being real here.
Wow, okay, and how exactly did you get my number again?
Oh, right, the reunion group message. I saved everyone's numbers when it went out. You weren't hard to find. Your name still screams charity case, after all.
Classy as ever, huh?
So, hey, rumor has it you're actually coming to the reunion next month? That true? You skipped all 3 of the ones we've had so far since graduation. What made you crawl out from under your rock this time?
I wasn't really planning to at first, but Bailey reached out. She's one of the organizers this time. We've stayed in touch since high school. She thought it might be good for me to show my face for once.
Oh, Bailey, of course. The 2 of you were always the awkward, socially invisible duo. What did people call you? The mute twins?
That was never a real nickname.
Maybe not your face. Anyway, makes sense. She probably just didn't want you sitting alone and looking sad again. Bet she's gonna babysit you all night so you don't end up crying in the bathroom.
You really haven't changed at all, have you?
And why would I? It's not like I peaked in high school. Unlike you, I actually did something with my life.
And what's that supposed to mean exactly?
Just saying. I live in the real world. You still look like someone who eats instant noodles 5 times a week and calls it fine dining.
You know nothing about my life. So if you called just to insult me, you can stop now.
Oh no, I did have a reason for reaching out. Besides getting a few laughs. Just wanted to give you a little warning, girl to girl.
A warning?
Mm-hmm. You're aware that Andrew is going to be there, right?
Yes, I saw his name on the guest list. Why?
Don't play dumb. You liked him back in high school. Everyone knew it. You used to stare at him like he was the only person on Earth. Don't try to deny it now.
That was over 10 years ago. I've moved on.
Sure you have. But I know how girls like you think. Reunion rolls around, you think maybe, just maybe, you've got a shot now. You're hoping he sees you, remembers you, thinks, oh, she was kind of sweet, and boom, you finally get your fairy tale ending.
That's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, don't get any ideas. Let me make this perfectly clear. He's mine.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Andrew and I, we've always been in the same league. He's successful now, he's hot, he's literally on TV these days. Entrepreneur, media darling, the whole package. And me, still hot, still fabulous, still the kind of woman who turns heads when she walks into a room.
Okay, and this has what to do with me exactly?
You're a potential obstacle. I don't like obstacles. So don't talk to him. Don't look at him like you did in high school. Don't even breathe in his direction. Got it?
You sound ridiculous. Besides, he's engaged.
Excuse me?
Andrew, he's engaged. I saw the announcement online.
Nice try. Someone like you from your kind of background does not exactly have access to that kind of info.
You really think social media has a class barrier?
I think you lie to make yourself feel important. And trust me, it's not working. You were a nobody in high school, and nothing about you screams success now.
Believe what you want, but I've got a steady job, I make enough to live well, and I'm doing just fine.
Oh, wow. Did the thrift store promote you to assistant manager or something? Should I clap for you?
If it makes you feel better to put me down, go for it. But I'm not the same girl you used to pick on. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Oh, you're finally growing a spine. That's adorable. Still doesn't change the fact that Andrew and I belong together.
You can believe that all you want, Navy, but he's taken. And if he loves his fiancée, no reunion flirtation is going to change that.
Please, love is a negotiation, and I'm a damn good negotiator. All I need is one night to remind him what kind of woman he should be with.
You are unbelievable. You've always thought you were entitled to whatever you wanted, but people grow up. Well, most of us, anyway.
Oh, please, spare me the TED Talk. I'm just warning you, stay away from him. Don't embarrass yourself or me.
I'm not planning to compete for anything. But if he talks to me, I'm not going to run away either. You don't get to dictate who people speak to.
Then you better be ready for consequences. I don't take betrayal lightly.
We were never friends, Navy. You can't betray someone who never gave a damn about you.
You really think you're clever now, huh?
No, I just think I'm tired of pretending you ever mattered.
Fine, be that way. But when you're standing alone at that reunion and everyone else is laughing without you, don't say I didn't warn you.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll be sure to wear something nice for the occasion.
I cannot wait to see you crash and burn. Later, loser.
Bye, Navy.
Grace? Where are you? The reunion already started, but you're not here yet? Let me guess. You realized how out of place you'd look and canceled last minute, right? Yeah, I knew it. You do have some self-awareness after all. But hey, I'll give you credit for knowing when to back out.
Navy? I'm actually on my way to the venue right now.
Wait, seriously? You're just now getting there? Late? Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, I get it. You're probably trying to do the whole, look at me, I'm trying to stand out thing. It's cute, but honestly, it's not working. But you know what's really sad? Andrew still hasn't arrived. Here I am, the absolute catch, better than ever, looking drop-dead gorgeous at 20-something, and he's missing his chance to marry me. Unbelievable.
There was a message in the group chat about him being late, though.
Wait, what? Oh, you're right. Looks like he had a work emergency or something. Still, I'm kind of glad. You and I are both running late, huh? Trying to copy Andrew's style to get his attention? Kind of funny.
No, I'm not.
Oh, relax, it's whatever. But let's see. Andrew's gonna be here in about 30 minutes. That's cool, I've still got time. Guess I'll just freshen up my makeup before he gets here. Gotta look flawless, right? What the hell? Who is that woman standing next to Andrew? Oh, this is impossible. What's going on here?
What's your problem now?
Is that Amy? The Amy? The model? She's a model? How did she get here? Why is she here? She's not even in our class. She wasn't even at our school. Why is she at our reunion?
You really don't see it yet?
See what? What are you talking about?
Well, every time you text, Amy looks at her phone. You didn't notice?
Wait, what? That can't be. What do you mean she's looking at her phone? You're just messing with me, aren't you?
Oh, honey. No, I'm not. Look up. She's waving at you right now.
No. No way. You can't mean. Don't tell me you're...
Yep, that's me. I'm Amy.
No, you're lying. You're just trying to mess with my head. You've gotta be. You've gotta be setting me up for some sick joke. I can't believe this. You're telling me you're the same person who used to sit in the back of the class with the glasses too big for her face and the clothes from the discount store? That can't be you.
Funny, isn't it? You see, when I cut ties with my family, I started living my life. Finally got a hold of everything I needed. And now, I'm not that girl anymore. I'm a different person, Navy. You wouldn't understand. But trust me, this is me.
No, you can't be. This is some kind of sick, twisted game you're playing, isn't it? You and Andrew, you've planned all this. You want revenge on me for how I treated you in high school, don't you?
You really think I'd waste my time on petty high school grudges? Come on. It's not about that anymore, Navy.
Oh, but it is. It has to be. You're trying to make me look like a fool, like I've done something wrong when it's you who's messed up. You're using Andrew. He's the perfect pawn in your little game of revenge. He wouldn't have married you if you weren't playing him. He wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be with you.
But here we are. And Andrew isn't some pawn, Navy. You don't get to control this narrative.
You're a liar. You're all lies. He's mine, Grace. He always should have been mine. He would have been mine if it weren't for you, you ugly little act back in school. You think this is the victory you wanted?
If I'm being honest, I really don't care who you think he should be with. You think Andrew owes you something, don't you? But guess what? He doesn't. He never did.
I don't believe this. This is insane. You're insane. What are you talking about? What are you trying to pull here?
I know it's hard to hear. It's hard to accept that someone you thought you could control, someone you thought would be your prize, decided he wanted something better.
You can't. I will make him see the truth. I will make him realize that you are just a liar, a manipulator, a fraud. He won't see you for who you really are.
He already does, Navy. He already sees me. And that's why you're not a part of his life anymore.
You think you've won? You think Andrew really wants you? He'll leave you once he sees the real you. He'll see through you. I'll make sure of it.
Why don't you check Andrew's social media? You follow him, don't you?
What does that matter? Of course I follow him. I need to know what's going on with him. I can't let you...
Then you should take a good look at his most recent post.
What's this?
No.
You can't be serious. It says, this morning, I married Amy.
It's true. We got married today. We've been keeping it under wraps, but we decided today was the right time to share it. Andrew wanted to take the moment away from you. He wanted to show you that his life isn't about being caught up in your drama anymore.
No, that's not possible. You are lying. Andrew would never. He wouldn't choose you.
And yet, here we are. You're clinging to the past, but he's moved on. You're still stuck in the idea that he's yours, that you deserve him, but you don't. Not anymore.
This isn't over. I'll make sure Andrew sees the truth. He'll understand. He'll come back.
You really don't get it. Let me make it clear for you. You've crossed a line. Andrew's been telling me everything about how you've been stalking him, how you show up at his office, how you send him 50 messages a day, how you've been showing up at his house uninvited. You're a stalker, Navy.
No! I didn't mean it like that. I was just trying to get his attention. I just wanted to be with him.
That's not love, Navy. That's obsession. You've made him uncomfortable. You've scared him. You've ruined every chance you had with him. And if you don't stop, I'll have no choice but to take legal action.
No, I won't let you take him from me. You can't do this. I won't let this happen.
It already has. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Why are you doing this to me? You can't just ruin my life like this.
You've already done that yourself.
You think you've won? I'll make sure of it. You'll see.
Don't contact him again. Don't contact me again. And if you show up at Andrew's workplace again or try to find his home address, I'll have no choice but to involve the police.
You're lying. You're both lying. I'll tell everyone the truth.
Everyone already knows. We've told them.
What? How? How do you?
My lawyer's on standby. He's ready to help Andrew and me take this further if necessary. But that's up to you. Stop while you're ahead, Navy.
This isn't over. I won't let you win. I won't let him forget me.
It's already done. Don't waste any more of your time. Goodbye, Navy.
Can't just walk away from this. You can't just ruin my life like this.
It's already over. And it was never about you to begin with. Not long after the incident began to unfold, Navy tried to quietly slip away from the venue. Maybe she thought no one would notice. Maybe she believed she could escape the consequences like she had so many times before. But this time, she wasn't so lucky. Andrew and a few of the other reunion organizers, who had already been made aware of the situation, acted quickly. Without drawing attention or causing a scene, they calmly positioned themselves near the exits, making sure Navy had nowhere to run. It wasn't dramatic or loud, just subtle, firm, and inevitable. She was cornered by the truth, and this time there was no easy way out. Before long, Navy's father arrived. Apparently someone had informed him ahead of time, and he'd rushed over as soon as he could. When he entered the room and saw his daughter, his expression didn't show shock or confusion. It was more like disappointment, a quiet, heavy kind of disappointment, like he had suspected this was coming all along. Andrew and the others handed Navy over to him without argument. No one needed to say anything. The look in her father's eyes said enough. He would be dealing with this personally. A few days later, both Andrew and I received a formal apology from her father. He was calm, composed, and deeply respectful. He explained that because of his position at work, he couldn't allow his daughter to end up with a criminal record. It would reflect poorly on him, his family, and everything he had built over the years. But he didn't make excuses. He didn't try to defend her actions or shift the blame. Instead, he promised us, earnestly, that Navy would never come near either of us again. He would make sure of it. And the way he said it, I believed him. A few months later, and word eventually reached me through a mutual acquaintance, Navy had gotten married. Apparently her new husband was one of her father's subordinates, a man chosen more for formality and convenience than love. The marriage had been arranged quickly, almost like it was part of her father's plan to redirect her life and salvage what he could of her future. But here's the part that struck me the most. Her new in-laws were just as strict and unyielding as her father, maybe even more so. They were a family of deep traditions, rigid expectations, and zero tolerance for misbehavior. Navy, who had once lived so freely and selfishly, now found herself living under intense scrutiny. According to the same acquaintance, Navy was struggling. Her new mother-in-law in particular was relentless, constantly correcting her, criticizing her, teaching her the proper way to behave as a wife in their household. Every little mistake was noted. Every failure was met with scolding, and Navy, who had once manipulated others without consequence, now cried quietly into her pillow at night, trying not to let anyone hear. It was strange to hear, not satisfying exactly, but sobering. The choices she made had finally caught up with her, just not in the way she expected. No court, no handcuffs, no headlines, but a quiet, relentless kind of justice, the kind that doesn't make noise but never goes away.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jamie! Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Got a sec?
Oh, hey, Carly. Yeah, it's been a while.
Still as low energy as ever, I see.
That's just how I am, I guess.
See, that's why you're still single. You really need to be more outgoing, like me. Ever heard of social skills? Just saying.
Did you message me for a reason?
Huh?
I mean, we haven't spoken since high school, not even once, so I figured this sudden message meant you needed something?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. So, listen, I borrowed that empty lot next to your house.
Wait, what?
You know, the one next to your family's place, that open field. Yeah, I used that.
Hold on, you mean the vacant land next to my parents' house? That's my grandfather's property.
Yep, that's the one. Bingo. Okay, but I can't give you permission for that. It's not mine. It's my grandfather's land. Then just let your grandpa know for me, would you? Just tell him that an old high school friend of yours left about 20 cars there and we'll pick them up in 3 days. 20 cars? Yeah. We're heading off on a class reunion trip. Class reunion? A trip? Oh, right, not high school. It's my middle school reunion. I'm the organizer this year. Pretty impressive, right? But 20 cars? Yep, 20. We're all meeting up at the airport and flying to the destination. So I need a place for everyone to park their cars while we're gone. And then it hit me. Your family's empty lot is perfect. Close to the airport, totally unused, super convenient. You're seriously telling me you left 20 cars on my grandfather's land without asking anyone, and you expect me to just go along with it? Exactly. You don't even live there anymore, so what's the problem? It's just empty space. Anyway, I'm counting on you to let your grandpa know. I'd really appreciate it if he could, not tow them or anything. We'll be back in 3 days, tops. No, I can't help you with this. Why not? Just tell him. That's literally all I'm asking. One little favor. Because you should have asked for permission before using the land, not after. And I don't live nearby anymore. I moved. If you want permission, you need to contact him yourself. No can do. Why? Because I'm already on the plane. Wait, what? Yep, I'm texting you from the departure gate. We just boarded. Anyway, thanks in advance. You're a lifesaver, Jamie. Carly, what you're doing is not okay. You can't just dump cars on someone else's property without permission and expect it to magically work out. Oh, come on, Jamie. Don't be such a buzzkill. It's not like anyone's using that land. It's literally just sitting there. What difference does it make? It makes a huge difference. That land doesn't belong to you. And if anything happens, like damage, theft, whatever, you're making my grandfather liable for it. Don't overthink it. Nothing's gonna happen. We'll be back soon. The cars are fine. Relax. No, you don't get to tell me to relax. You made a decision that affects someone else's private property without asking permission, and now you're acting like it's my responsibility to clean up after you. Okay, now you're just being dramatic. I was just trying to help everyone out. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. You didn't even have the decency to ask beforehand. You waited until you were on the plane to casually drop this on me like it's no biggie. Oh my God, Jamie, chill. It's 3 days. Why are you being so uptight? I thought you'd grown up, but you're still the same little rule stickler from high school. And you're still the same entitled attention seeker who thinks being loud means being right. Wow, okay, rude much? No, what's rude is trespassing on someone else's land, dumping 20 cars on it, and then telling me it's my job to make it okay. I said I'd move them in 3 days. What more do you want? How about, I don't know, basic respect, a common courtesy? A phone call before doing something that affects my family? Well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? Anyway, I'll message you when we're back. Carly, don't do this. If you don't sort this out, we're going to have a real problem. This isn't a joke. Well, I'm not worried. You're too nice to cause trouble. Okay, gotta go. Flight's about to take off. Wish me bon voyage. Carly, wait. Bye. Mom, do you have a second? It's urgent. Oh, Jamie, what's the matter? It's the empty lot next to our house. Oh, what about it? There are like 20 cars parked there without permission. What? Cars? I'm out shopping right now, so I can't check on it at the moment. What about Grandpa? Is he home? At this time of day? He's probably at one of his meetings. Oh, this is bad. Wait a minute. Now that you mention it, I think that lot was supposed to be used this weekend. Wait, seriously? Yeah, your grandfather mentioned something about lending it out to someone over the holiday. Lending it to who? You know, his childhood friend. Oh, what is his name again? Don't tell me. Lucifer? Yes, that's the one. Oh no, that makes it so much worse. What's going on with this illegal parking mess? 20 cars? That's not even a little misunderstanding. That's a full-on event. Apparently, one of my high school classmates is organizing a reunion trip for their middle school friends. They're all flying out for it, and since the airport's relatively close, they decided to use the empty lot like it's a parking garage. Wait, what? Are you serious? Who just decides an empty lot is public parking?
I figured if the lot wasn't in use, I could ask Grandpa and work something out. But of course, of all days, it had to overlap with the one day it's actually reserved. And for Lucifer, no less.
That's really unfortunate timing.
Yeah, and you know how strict Lucifer is, right? If he shows up and finds 20 random cars blocking his setup, he's going to blow a gasket. He'll definitely assume we've completely disregarded his request. This could end really badly if we don't fix it fast.
All right, leave it to me. I'll get in touch with Grandpa right away and explain the situation before it spirals.
Thank you. I'll try to track down the classmate who arranged all this and see if they can contact the drivers.
Good. Make sure they move those cars immediately. If Lucifer arrives and sees that mess, it's not just going to be a bad look. It might turn into a full-on fight.
Tell me about it. Last time he was upset, he didn't speak to Grandpa for 3 years, and that was just over a forgotten birthday card.
Exactly. So let's not add this to the list. You make your calls, and I'll handle Grandpa.
Got it. Thanks, Mom.
Carly, you seriously need to move those cars, all of them, right now.
Huh?
Are you kidding? It's way too late for that. I'm literally on the plane already.
I just checked with my family. That empty lot, it's been officially loaned out to one of my grandfather's friends for the whole holiday weekend.
Wait, what?
So please, I am begging you, come back right now and have everyone move their cars.
No way. That's not how this works, Jamie. First come, first served. I claimed that lot first, so get used to it. That's how these things go.
You can't be serious. This is a real problem.
Oh, please. What's it for anyway? Let me guess. Some cute little neighborhood gathering for old folks to play gate ball or whatever. They can take a break for a few days. Let the seniors sip tea on the porch and chill in peace.
That's such a cruel way to talk about them.
And just so you know, if you try to tow any of those cars, you're gonna regret it. A lot of the people on this trip, total wild cards from back in middle school. If you pull something stupid, well, you know what could happen, don't you?
You think you can intimidate me into ignoring this? It doesn't work like that, Carly. I'm asking you seriously, please come back and move the cars before this gets worse.
Seriously? You're still going on about this? I'm in the middle of swapping stories with old friends, having a total nostalgia moment. And here you are, ruining the vibe. Give it a rest already.
Carly, you don't understand. This isn't just some casual situation. The person my grandfather loaned the lot to, it's bad, like really bad.
Oh, please. Don't tell me this is one of those, my grandpa's friend used to be a dangerous badass back in the day stories. That's hilarious.
No, this isn't some cute story. He's seriously intimidating. People still avoid him even now. This isn't the kind of guy you want to mess with, Carly. Please, I'm asking one last time. Just move the cars.
Bye-bye.
Carly, you can't just walk away from this. I am really in a bind here. Carly, I'm begging you. Say something. You can't just ignore me now. Carly, don't do this. This is serious.
God, you're so persistent. You know what? I am blocking you until this trip is over.
Wait, Carly. Carly, don't you dare.
I'm blocking you for now.
Unbelievable.
What's going on with the entrance to the lot? How are we supposed to get our cars out?
What do you mean?
There's a whole row of traffic cones lined up like a barricade. So I tried to drive through and push them aside, but when I hit them, my car got wrecked.
Oh, yeah. About that.
Yeah? Why the hell were the cones that strong? Who fills traffic cones with concrete? Who even does that?
Well, I'm not at the scene, obviously, but I talked to my grandfather. He said his friend, the one using the lot this weekend, set those up.
What?
Yeah, concrete-filled traffic cones. Heavy enough that they can't be knocked over by the wind. Or a car, apparently.
And your grandpa was okay with that?
Of course, he was fully aware. He gave permission.
Unbelievable. What am I supposed to do about my car? Are you paying for the damage? You better cover the repair costs.
Yeah? See, here's the thing. Do you really think you're in any position to demand that?
Excuse me?
You illegally parked 20 cars in someone else's private lot, no permission, no notice, just dumped them there. Then you tried to force your way out and damaged your own vehicle. That's on you.
Are you serious right now? Do you know who you're talking to? The people on this reunion trip aren't exactly what you'd call law-abiding citizens, okay? We were a wild bunch back in middle school. You mess with us, things could get real ugly real fast.
Speaking of which, you're also looking at a $50,000 damage claim.
What?
Yeah, the friend my grandfather loaned the lot to, he owns a company. They were planning to hold a big holiday event there. But thanks to your little parking stunt, they had to scrap the entire setup.
What? But if they found another venue, what's the problem? No harm done, right? Sounds like an overreaction to me.
Oh, sure. Let me break it down for you. The new location wasn't free. They had to rent the land at the last minute, way more expensive. The event start time was delayed, which meant vendors lost business. Then there were last-minute announcements, flyers, social media ads, all rushed, all costly. And since the new site was further out, they had to rent buses and hire drivers to shuttle attendees. Add that to the logistical chaos and manpower costs, it all added up to $50,000. And guess what? You're the reason.
You've got to be kidding me. You're not actually planning to bill me for that.
Oh, you'll be getting a formal invoice soon.
You think you can scare me with some paperwork? You think this is over just because you've got some big shot friend in event planning? Let me ask you something. Do you know where my dad works?
Nope. Should I?
He's with the Lucifer Group. Ever heard of them? They're a major player in this area. Run the whole regional construction and land business. And the boss there, my dad's big brother figure. That guy's like royalty around here. So if someone tries to mess with his employee's daughter, they're basically asking for a world of pain. You sure you want to go down that road?
Oh, I see.
You get it now.
That's kind of awkward.
Awkward? What do you mean?
The man my grandfather loaned the lot to? That's Mr. Lucifer. You know, the head of the Lucifer Group.
What?
Yeah. So your dad is his subordinate? Small world.
Wait, no. No. You're lying.
I'm not. Mr. Lucifer's been close friends with my grandfather since they were kids. When I was growing up, he used to bring me snacks and little toys. He's actually super sweet when he's not in business mode.
No.
Sorry, I got carried away with the nostalgia. Anyway, back to your situation.
Jamie, this is bad. This is seriously bad.
Yeah, you should probably call your parents, like, now.
Wait, you're just leaving me like this?
What else do you expect?
I don't know. Help me out. Explain it to Mr. Lucifer or something. Tell him I didn't mean any harm, that it was a misunderstanding.
Why would I stick my neck out for you? You're the one who trespassed, blocked the lot, destroyed property, and tried to threaten me. You made this mess.
But...
$50,000, Carly. Good luck explaining that to Mr. Lucifer. Bye. Apparently, Carly had told everyone going on the trip that parking on the empty lot nearby was pre-approved and that she had already received permission. With her usual confidence and smugness, she reassured the group that there was no problem whatsoever. Everyone trusted her word, not thinking twice about it, but then disaster struck. A few weeks later, a notice arrived. A hefty $50,000 fine had been issued for illegal parking across the entire group. Apparently, the owner of the land had never given permission in the first place. Carly's little lie had just exploded into a massive problem. Instead of taking responsibility, she had the nerve to suggest that they all split the bill evenly. With a straight face, she proposed, "Well, since we all parked there together, it's only fair we split the cost." But that was the final straw. Her deception came to light instantly. No one had agreed to the parking on their own. It was all based on her claim that it was approved. The backlash was swift and merciless. Everyone turned on her. There were angry calls, messages filled with disbelief and betrayal, and some of the group even posted about it online. One by one, people started cutting ties with her. Friends she'd known for years blocked her, others publicly denounced her, and the few who hesitated were soon swayed by just how calculated her lie had been. By the end of the week, she was completely isolated. In the end, she had no choice but to take on the full $50,000 debt herself. There was no one willing to help. As for her father, he's an employee at Lucifer Group, a fairly well-known company. He wasn't fired, surprisingly, but rather than getting angry at Carly's humiliation bringing shame to the family name, he took it as a wake-up call. Out of gratitude to his company for not letting him go during such an embarrassing ordeal, he decided it was time to take serious action. He reached out to his boss, someone with real connections, and through that arranged for Carly to be placed in what's basically a rehabilitation boot camp. It's a live-in job, extremely demanding both physically and mentally, meant to reform spoiled and entitled young adults through hard labor and discipline. Since then, I've occasionally received messages from Carly. Pathetic little things like, "Please help me, I can't take it anymore," and "Why is this happening to me?" But honestly, I feel nothing at this point. She created this mess. She lied, manipulated, and then tried to throw everyone else under the bus to save herself. I'm not about to play the savior now that the consequences are finally catching up to her. I haven't replied to any of her messages, and honestly, I think it's time I block her entirely.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.